fishing with Edwin. Oh, I'm sorry, cooking with Edwin family. So yeah, today I decided to do something a little bit different to get some content on my YouTube. Today I'm smoking some ribs. I'm showing y'all how it's done. So hope y'all enjoy what you see and you learn something out of it. If I need to, make improvements, or if y'all feel I should add something to make it better, drop in the comment section below. Let me know what's up. Alright y'all, so we're about to get started here. I'm gonna dump some of this charcoal in the smoker. Get a good amount. Kind of spread it a little bit, make it even. While we're at that, clean the inside of that. So I do every time before I put anything in the smoker, and that's how I prep it. Try to get all that nasty stuff off. From the burnt meat, all that grease. It all comes off. Alright. Our next thing to do, we're going to go ahead and use this canola oil, spray around the racks so the ribs won't stick to them. Alright. About to crank it up. Usually do that lighter fluid. Get a good even spread on there. Alright, light it up. Oh, it's a little windy, so the flames are gonna keep going out. Alright, now it's time to crank that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get started here seasoning the ribs. I'll just take your scissors, cut that plastic pack off all the way around. Sorry, bear with me. I'm trying to open it with a dislocated right hand. I was working my right hand pretty good, trying to get my grip strength back up again. All right, should be good. Let's throw those ribs in there. And next, we'll throw those pack away here. Alright, let's get started here with these ribs, and basically two things we'll need is this iodized salt and this Texas style smoked ribs, a low and slow rub. Get these at HEB. I think they're like $5 or $6. Alright, we're going to start adding the rib rub. Trying to get a pretty good coat on there. Yeah, you just want to smother it. All right, now we got enough. We'll rub it on. Alright, do the other side, same thing. To get that full coat. That's what we're looking for. It's covered completely. Because in the end, the flavor of the ribs is what's going to matter. And that's how we make it happen. Alright. Anything, pat it down, rub it or whatever. I think I'm going to go ahead and add mustard on there so that way the flavor sticks on. I don't want this thing to start dripping and we lose the flavor. So that won't be a good thing. So we'll go throw some mustard on there. Just so the way you keep the flavor sticking onto the meat. There's a seasoning sticking onto the meat, sorry. Yeah, I know I should have done this at step 1, but I realized, yeah, it's better to put mustard on because now we could lose the flavor, during the cooking process or the smoking process. Alright, so we'll go ahead and open this new thing of mustard. Alright, shaking pretty good. Sorry the camera shakes. Let's put a little bit on there, not too much. About that. I'm gonna rub it on. That'll just keep that seasoning on there. Spread it nice and even. So all the yellow's gone, it's mostly orange. Same thing, other side. A couple drops. There it is. So the yellow's gone. Alright, this will go ahead and add some salt. It's looking pretty juicy right now. So I want our ribs to be kind of like orange sort of texture. An orange color. Alright, then we're going to add a generous amount of salt. The more salt, the better. I mean, it's eventually going to fall off the meat anyways during the process. But salt's good and to keep it moist as well. You want the juices to mix in with the salt. So we'll give it that good taste. And yes, I did wash my hands thoroughly before this step. So don't worry, I mean, next time I'm definitely going to wear gloves. I don't have any gloves. But I'm taking pretty good precautions. I don't get sick. Alright, rub that salt in there pretty good. Put it down. And the other side. Same thing. Yep. So rub it until the salt's gone. So it blends in with the rest of the seasonings. All right, there we have it. We'll be seasoned ribs. We'll just wait for the smoker to burn and do its thing, and we'll add the ribs on. That'll be the next step. All right, we're gonna wrap it in aluminum foil. And while we're burning the smoker, we'll keep the flies away. Let that settle in, it's part of the marinade process. All right, now we got the smoke or the charcoal settled in. What you're looking for is no smoke coming out, just straight, crackling, all white charcoal. Because you don't want to get that lighter fluid taste on your meal. So we're gonna add maybe like about 2 chunks of wood in there. Let it burn pretty good. And the type of wood I'm using is the HEB brand grill wood. Is a mesquite kind. You get these bags for like $8, but they're really worth it. I do my briskets in these, my ribs, my pernil. It's about everything I smoke, the type of wood I use. All right, we'll close it up. Look at the temperature gauge here. It needs to go at least all the way down, all the way up to 350, and then back down to 225. We'll be ready to put the ribs in. All right, y'all, so now we got the temperature right around 225. We're going to stick the ribs in. Let's put our thermometer down. All right. Sorry with all that mess down there. Excuse that. Burning pretty good. All right, let's take our juicy ribs. I'm gonna place it there gently with the bone sticking down, bone downwards, and the meat on top. All right, stick it in there kind of long ways, like that. Take the gloves off. I'm gonna wash these afterwards. Let's do our thermometer. All right, I'll stick this on. Crank it on. Make sure it's on. All right, it's at 86. That's the air temperature. And we're gonna stick it in the thickest part of the meat. Yeah. Not even trying to let it touch the bone. Just like that. All right, close it. Put it on top of this other pellet smoker that I haven't used. And that's it. So let it cook until it's ready to wrap. We'll go from there. All right, y'all, so here's the technique. Pretty much I ran out of charcoal and it's not really burning wood effectively. That temperature has been staying way below 225 for about an hour and a half. So I'm doing is burning some charcoal through this chimney, and once the flames rise up and all the charcoal turns white and there's no smoke, we're going to take this can and dump it right in the smoker along with that wood, so I get that temperature up at least a little bit. I mean, it's cooking nice and that internal temperature is going up, but we got to get it at the right temperature. That's our main focus. So let's see what happens. All right, now that smoke is settled and not coming out, the charcoal is white, we're going to go ahead and dump the rest of it in the smoker. I get some more wood burning. finalize these ribs here. You got to get up to that temperature so we can wrap it here pretty soon. All right, just gonna grab a big block of wood here. Let y'all go ahead and get two. We gotta bring that temperature up to par. All right, see if I can find. Here's a big piece. There we go. And we're gonna put it right on top of that charcoal. All right, close it up. So let it burn and see if that temperature will go up. All right, so now that it's at 167 here on the thermometer I keep in the house that syncs to the one that's attached to the meat, we're gonna go outside and wrap it up now. All right, y'all. Now we got the temperature up to about 169 or 67, whatever it was. Go ahead and take the meat out. I'm gonna wrap it up. So let's pull the probe gently. Go ahead and carefully remove the rib. Put the in this thing with the aluminum foil on there. The little roasting tin foil. Alright, so just wrap it up pretty good. Nice and tight. Alright, that should be good. For extra, moisture and juiciness, called the 3-2-1 method. That's how we're doing it. 3 as in 3 hours in the smoker. Take it out, wrap it up, let it cook for 2 hours. After that, we take it out and let it rest for another hour. Just look up the internal temperatures on Google and what size ribs you're cooking, and that'll guide you pretty well. All right, so we'll put it back in there. Actually, we're gonna flip it over so both sides can get the exposure of the smoke. Get that probe again. Stick it back in. Turn on, let it touch the bone. See that temperature rising about 158. And we just gotta close it up. Stand that up there like that. Close it. And just let it keep cooking. So it's time to take it out at 190, and then we'll pull it out and let it rest for an hour. All right, now we're down to about, I don't know if y'all can see it, 201 degrees. We'll go ahead and take it out of the smoker. We're gonna let it rest for an hour. Part of 3-2-1. That one, let it rest for 1 hour. All right, let's go ahead and put it in the tin foil carefully. Drag it in there. That's fine. We got that foil covering every little part of it. And we'll just let it sit in the oven. It'll kind of cook on its own. All right, I'm just gonna stick it in the oven here. There we go, let it rest for an hour. Let's see what we got. All right, y'all, better show you what I got here. After an hour of resting, There's plenty of juice in that plate, so it's been kind of saturating in there for a while. Here's the outcome. I'm going to flip it back. And open it from there. Oh yeah. It's looking very juicy and pretty moist. Alright, I'm going to cut a piece off. Let's see the bark that we have. Oh yeah, slices through like butter. Okay, a little smoke ring going. Yeah, we did something right. There you have it, folks. The result of those ribs. So, hope y'all like what you see. Hit that, smash that subscribe button. Alright, this concludes my Cooking with Edwin episode. Hope y'all like what you see. So today it was kind of, I had a little bit of a hectic day. I kind of had to run some errands while I was burning wood, and apparently that failed the process. So like towards the middle, when I was burning that wood on the chimney, it didn't work because there's not enough charcoal, and I didn't have enough wood, so I had to make a run to HEB real quick and get some more charcoal and wood and kind of restart the process again. But that chimney really works pretty well. So that way that you can burn it natural without using fluid, making the meat taste bad and dry and all that, jazz. So hopefully, the ribs definitely came out very great, very tasty, nice and moist and juicy. That's all I got for you guys. Till next time, like, subscribe, and share, and let the world know about my content. All right, peace.